Okay, let's unpack this snapshot of the cryptocurrency world from April 23rd, 2025. Got a whole stack of info here, and honestly, it paints a really fascinating picture.
Yeah, a market just buzzing with activity.
Totally. So our mission today is basically to pull out the key nuggets. What really matters from all this crypto news.
What maybe surprised us too.
Exactly. Think big price jumps, major players making some serious moves, and that constant push and pull with regulation and security, ready to get a clear view.
Let's do it. It's interesting how, traditional economic news and crypto stuff really seem to feed off each other that day.
Right. So the big story, obviously, the market surge. Bitcoin jumped, hit a 2-month high, over $93,000.
Yeah, and Ethereum really took off, saw gains, 10–15%, pushing past $1,800.
And it wasn't just them. Altcoins too, Doge, XRP, Solana, pretty big gains across the board.
Seems like optimism was a big driver, maybe easing U.S.-China trade tensions, and maybe a feeling of friendlier regulation coming.
Yeah, that seemed to be the mood. Plus, we had that short squeeze happening in derivatives.
Right, which just added more fuel. And you saw strong inflows into the U.S. Bitcoin ETFs, too. Institutional interest still looks solid.
So what does that tell you when, traditional news, like trade tensions, hits crypto prices so directly? Bitcoin acting almost like a tech stock.
Well, if you connect the dots, it really suggests the market's getting more plugged into traditional finance, right? Macro sentiment hitting harder faster.
Okay, and then there were the institutional power plays. This is where it gets really interesting, I think. The announcement of 21, backed by Tether and SoftBank, huge, aiming to hold over 42,000 BTC right at the start.
That's a massive initial position. And they're introducing new metrics, too, like Bitcoin ownership per share.
And whispers of a similar, $3 billion Bitcoin fund from Cantor Fitzgerald, also possibly involving Tether and SoftBank.
Yeah, hearing those reports, too, it feels like, the big financial players are making some very deliberate long-term bets here.
It's definitely strong conviction you're seeing. Moving beyond just, day trading. It's accumulation, building new Bitcoin-linked instruments.
Exactly.
Then infrastructure. Saw some interesting kind of diverging paths there.
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy Digital's deal with CoreWeave, moving their Texas data center from Bitcoin mining to AI and high-performance computing.
Okay, adapting. But then
you had HIVE blockchain expanding its hydro-powered Bitcoin mining down in Paraguay.
So two different strategies playing out. One potentially converging with other tech, the other optimizing pure play mining.
Which does raise that question for you, doesn't it? How's this crypto infrastructure going to evolve alongside everything else, like AI?
It's a key question. Adaptation versus optimization? We'll likely see more of both.
And, of course, regulation. Always complex. Pennsylvania passed a state-level bill for virtual currencies.
Increasing state oversight, yeah. And globally, that push for travel rule compliance seems strong. Firms blocking non-compliant transactions more often.
But then in the U.S., Coinbase is thinking about a federal bank charter. Maybe feeling a friendlier vibe from the feds.
Potentially, though some legal analysis is suggesting litigation risks might just shift. Maybe less federal security stuff, more state-level consumer protection claims.
It's definitely a multi-layered puzzle. Global rules, federal shifts, state actions, all hitting the industry.
Creates a mix of opportunities and, compliance headaches, frankly.
On the tech side, Solana was pretty active. New token launches happening there, like Nilecoin for social gaming, Link Nations Nation for social good.
Shows that innovation in use cases is still rolling along. People finding new ways to use the blockchain.
But there's always the flip side. Security. A big software supply chain attack hit Ripple's XRPL.js library, trying to steal private keys.
Oof, yeah, that's serious. And we're still seeing analysis trickle out from that massive Bybit hack back in February. Looks like social engineering was the main culprit there.
Just underscores the constant threat, doesn't it? Technical vulnerabilities, human error.
Absolutely. It brings up that critical point for you. As the tech gets more advanced, how do we make sure security keeps up? On all fronts.
Yeah, good question. And briefly, exchanges like Bitget are also upping their game, enhancing liquidity to pull in those institutional traders.
Reflects how important that segment has become.
So wrapping this up, what does April 23rd, 2025 really mean for you? It's like a mini snapshot of the whole crypto world, right?
Totally. Exciting prices, big institutional bets, complex regulations, new tech, security worries, all packed into one day.
Constant change, constant adaptation. So what stands out most to you listening? What rabbit hole are you maybe tempted to explore now?
Maybe think about those big institutions loading up on Bitcoin. How does that potentially shift the market balance in these, say, next 5 years? Just some